Hello and welcome to Martin Maths. This is a lesson for my Year 7s on fractions. We're going to look at equivalent fractions and cancelling fractions, and then allow us to compare some fractions when we find their lowest common denominator. But of course all subscribers are welcome to watch. Look at the first one, 6 over 24. We want to know how we could cancel that. So we look for common factors, and we know that there's 1/6 there and there are all 6's there. So that is cancelled down to a quarter by cancelling the common factors, by knowing that it was 1 lot of 6 times 4 lots of 6. But that now gives us this new idea that there is an equivalent fraction. 6 over 24 is the same as 1/4, and obviously there are lots of other numbers that are equivalent to that. So hopefully that allows you to get an idea of what are equivalent fractions. And as you can see, whatever method I've done to go from there to there, I must do to go from there to there. I've divided that by 6, so I divide that by 6. And we can manipulate fractions like that to get more equivalent fractions as long as we are doing the same thing to the numerator and the denominator. For instance, if I now have 3/8 and I want to get that as a fraction over 24, I can then go through my 8 times table, 8, 16, 24. I know I multiply it by 3. So I have to multiply that by 3 and I get 9. I know that 9 over 24 is an equivalent fraction to 3 over 8. That then allows me to compare 3/8 with 6/24, or 3/8 with a quarter. And I can now see that 9 over 24 is bigger than 6 over 24. So this is the larger of the two fractions. They now have what we call a lowest common denominator. And because there are other bigger fractions that are equivalent to this, I could have something over 48 and so on, something over 240. But if I wanted to say compare a third with 3/8, well, the easiest way to find that lowest common denominator would be to multiply those two. 8, as we saw here, I times it by 3, that'll be 9 over 24. This I multiply by 8 and I get 8 over 24. So I can see which one is bigger of those two. Well, 9 over 24 is bigger than 8 over 24, so 3/8 will be bigger than 1/3. It's not always the case that you multiply the two denominators. Sometimes there'll be a common factor between them. Say if it's quarters and sixths, you wouldn't just multiply those to get 24ths. You might look for a lower common denominator such as 12. Okay, so that's for my Year 7s. Just some ideas there on cancelling, looking for equivalent fractions, finding lowest common denominators, and comparing. Please do like, subscribe, and share, and continue watching this Year 7 series.